Hello, my name is Thad Wilkins for Team Silver, and today we will be discussing our group case analysis presentation for case number 6 on Nolej Studios. Our team includes Mary Ashley, Alden Brooks, Ashley Burton, Carrie Davis, and I'm Thad Wilkins. Our agenda for this presentation includes a discussion of problem identification and related issues by Carrie. Next, Ashley will discuss alternatives. I will discuss the recommendations. This will be followed by a plan of action by Alden. And finally, Mary will discuss our analysis and research.
Nolej Studios is a privately held advertising agency, with its headquarters being located in New York, New York. While attending the Tuck School of Business at Dartmouth as an MBA student, Crawford wrote the business plan. Shortly after his graduation in 2003, he started the business. Nolej Studios focuses on providing dynamic websites, brand identities, and unique interactive demos, primarily for clients targeting a young, adult, urban, hip demographic. The company develops cross-platform marketing and advertising that engages the audience and generates visibility for their clients' products and services. A new client approached Alejandro Crawford, the CEO of Nolej Studios, to develop and market a new product for the toy industry. Nolej Studios is now faced with a decision of whether or not to take on a new product from an interactive toy company. The first problem is that the toy industry is outside of the usual services that Nolej Studios has provided in the past. If Nolej Studios accepted this client, then Crawford wanted the company to be successful and complete a project and didn't want to disappoint the client. However, this new niche would also expose Nolej Studios to new competitors. Secondly, Crawford wanted an exceptional product that would reflect positively on Nolej Studios. To complicate Crawford's decision, the toy company has requested a greater level of control over specific details of the project than Nolej Studios' prior client. Lastly, to complete other ongoing projects and accept this new project, Nolej Studios will need to hire more employees to meet the deadline.
Hello, this is Ashley Burton, and I will be presenting the alternatives for Nolej Studio. There are 4 different options that Nolej can choose to act upon. They include accepting the toy contract only, accepting the music video production company website contract only, accepting both contracts, or rejecting both contracts. If Nolej Studio decides to accept the toy contract only, they will be opening themselves up to be considered a full-service advertising agency, thus giving them potential new clients in different industries. The toy project will expose and allow Nolej Studios brand to experience unfamiliar skills. They will gain experience in character creation, business model development, and user experience designs. Due to the fact that the toy company does not have a sound strategy and business model, they will more than likely have to extend their consulting period, which leads to more revenue for Nolej Studios. If the project is a success, Nolej Studios will increase their brand name and their reputation. However, if the product is unsuccessful, the company risks losing its current reputation status and the loss of revenues. Nolej Studios must consider if it's ready to step outside of its niche and be exposed to more competition. If the company is to take on this project, they will need to hire more employees or contract more freelance workers. There is a concern about the client's desired level of control over the details of the project. With this, there's a potential loss for creativity for Nolej Studios. Knowledge's second option is to accept the music video production company's website contract only. Knowledge is very familiar with this type of product and industry and can complete this project with ease. If Knowledge Studios accepts this project, they will be staying within their niche market and if successful will grow their reputation there. With this project, Knowledge Studios will still need to hire new employees or contract more freelancers due to the amount of work that the company currently has. Accepting option 2 does not allow for Knowledge to expand its current market segment, which is very important to do in the advertising business. This project will only allow Knowledge to grow in its current market. Option 3 is for Knowledge Studios to accept both contracts. This allows the company to experience growth in many areas. Knowledge Studio will attract new clients in new industries by becoming a full-service advertising provider. They will gain lots of experience in the new skills mentioned above from option 1, and they also have the greatest chance for revenue potential by accepting both contracts. Also, by accepting both contracts, they will be providing job opportunities for many freelancers. If both contracts are successful, Knowledge Studios will continue to grow its reputation in its niche market and will also begin to grow its reputation as a full-service provider. However, since Knowledge Studios is currently operating at full capacity, taking on both projects might be hard to manage, this potentially causing problems for time management. By depending on and using freelancers to complete the project, Knowledge Studios is allowing for much less control and guidance than it would be with internal employees. This leads to a possibility that the work may not be up to the high standards of Knowledge Studios. The last option that Knowledge Studios has is to reject both contracts. If they reject both contracts, then they are able to manage and complete their current workload. They will not have to adjust and make room for any new projects. They also would not need to hire any more internal workers or contract any freelancers. However, if Knowledge Studio rejects both contracts, then the company is losing business and potential for growth. The company would also suffer from the loss of revenues and may not make revenue goals for this year.
Hello, my name is Thad Wilkins, and I will discuss our team's recommendations for Knowledge Studios. Our recommendation is that Knowledge Studios select both contracts, both the toy company and also the website development for the music video production company. However, we realize that Knowledge Studio is at capacity with their current workload. We feel that both options provide excellent opportunities for our Knowledge Studios. Knowledge Studios cannot afford to reject either contract. They can deliver exceptional products to both customers through hard work and innovation. Knowledge Studios can perform project management and creative development for both projects. They can design the creative team once the scope of both projects are known. Knowledge Studios is a small boutique advertising firm with 8 employees. We realize that if Knowledge Studios accepts both contracts, this will require additional freelance contractors, particularly with experience in the toy industry. We feel that freelance contractors offer increased flexibility and also mitigate the financial risk of adding new employees. We feel that successful projects by Knowledge Studios will spur new projects in new industries. Knowledge Studios may consider additional employees in the near future. For the meantime, however, they should hire freelance contractors, particularly with experience in the toy industry and other areas of need for Knowledge Studios.
Hi, my name is Alden Brooks, and I'll be going over the plan of action. The first plan of action is to look at the employees. One item that they could do is to hire more contract and freelance workers to help them be able to take on these two projects. Another plan of action is for new employees and contractors should have the following qualities when bringing them into their organization. They should be hardworking and independent, creative and smart. The organization should also focus on employees that will fit in with their current culture. Next, let's look at the plan of action in regards to their toy company project. First, they're going to need to assign an experienced project manager to handle this job. Next, they're going to need to find out all the needs and requirements from this new client. And lastly, they're going to need to have ongoing communication that's effective. Now let's look with the plan of action for the music video project. They already are very familiar with the industry and project type, but they need to negotiate project deadlines and requirements. Next, Knowledge needs to determine workforce required in order to complete the project. The last plan of action is in regards to Knowledge as a company. The first thing that they need to do is to make sure that they maintain the high level of output, which includes the areas of innovation, creativity, and value for the customer. And lastly, they need to motivate employees and keep morale high while learning opportunities are going to arise.
Hello, my name is Mary Atchley, and I will be giving a brief overview of the financial positioning of the firm. Knowledge has experienced overall growth in net revenue with projected sales trending upward through the end of 2012. While the company is currently profitable, senior leadership needs to stay mindful of their growth strategy, remaining cognizant of the fact that the loss of one major client could cause significant financial challenges for a business of their size. It is critical that they keep a flexible workforce and not hire too many full-time employees too quickly until they are certain that the workload is somewhat consistent. Finally, Knowledge needs to carefully monitor their expense versus EBIT ratio as they are still in growth. There are 4 key steps Knowledge should take to ensure future success. First, senior leadership must make sure to periodically evaluate client relationships, assess risks for losses of any kind, and maintain consistent new business prospects and growth. Second, the firm should not be too quick to hire full-time employees until they are certain that capacity can be sustained. Leveraging freelancers for any periodic increases in workload with close project management oversight is a good strategy for a company of this size. Next, Knowledge needs to continue to grow and innovate in the area of interactive marketing. With high projected growth in this particular medium, it would be beneficial for the company to be a leader in this space. Finally, the firm needs to be open to acquisition by a larger agency. While some small businesses might be hesitant to take this particular route, Knowledge could greatly benefit by partnering with a larger firm to stay competitive in the long road.
This is Team Silver, and this concludes our group case analysis presentation on case number 6 regarding Knowledge Studios. Thank you.